this organization, as Afzal mentioned, it is run by the grassroots efforts by volunteers. We have zero management overhead, so that every penny you give, we give it to those girls. And we will like to continue to do that. It's a lot of hard work for the volunteers, but that's how we want to keep it for now. I was asked to give you an update on all the things that Momina mentioned, Afzal mentioned, and I'll do that. That's my job, so that you know where the progress is coming from, all the pillars that she talked about. However, I can't help but talk about Sonia. Just a couple of minutes. The founder and my daughter. You know, I always say that her passing away was the biggest tragedy of my life, but also the biggest gift. The biggest tragedy, for obvious reasons, she was not only my daughter, she was my friend, confidant, my rock. And when you lose a child, you never recover. There's no other side to get to. This is one thing that you never think about. And when it happens, this is the only thing that you think about. You just learn to live every hour and every day. But it's also a gift for me and for so many people, because her death really changed my perspective on life. It gave me purpose to live. And it gave education and empowerment to girls and women who would never have been heard from. And you will see some of them today. Sonia was multi-language, global traveler who wanted to change life for girls thousands of miles away, whom we may never meet. She would say to me that if I didn't do anything for them, no one else will. How many 17-year-olds start a nonprofit? How many 17-year-olds travel thousands of miles to face Taliban's in one of the most remotest and dangerous parts of the world? I always read a part of her college essay that she wrote, which I never read. I only read after her death. And every year I read it, once a year, because it's too painful to read more than that. But every time I read, it gives me something new. So she said in her college essay, and I hope it's going up there. Yeah. My heroes have always been brilliant, flawed people who have acted, who have changed our history and made our world. Now I want to join instead of only watching them. I want to serve and help. I want to leave this world knowing that I have changed it in some quantifiable, positive way, no matter how minuscule. I want to make history instead of just witnessing it. And she did. And she has given us opportunity to do exactly what she intended to do, to change history. History of those girls, the community, the village, and also girls here. You will hear stories very soon about young ambassadors. So it's not just girls in Kangra, but girls here receiving scholarships, coming to Young Ambassador Program. So her mission started with a school, just one school, a small school that had only 4 grades at the time. We increased it to 6 grades, and now it's 8 grades. It has full solar system. It has computers. It's only school in that district that has all those amenities. We also started a water filtration plant there because the water of the village and neighboring village is pretty bad. And we give away at least 1,000 liters of clean drinking water to the poorest of the poor. We give free uniforms, and it means a lot. The uniforms, we talk about uniforms as just part of our day-to-day conversation about schools. Uniforms to those girls mean self-respect. Some of these girls don't have clothing to come to school, shoes to wear. So we give free uniforms, including shoes, socks, even backpacks, and they cherish it. The happiest day of the year is when we are distributing the uniforms to them. We also hold medical center every year, which really consists of testing basic things, blood test, eye test, and we give them vitamins every day to the students. Last year, end of last year, we started a microloan program. What we started with was giving loans to the parents of the students. These are very poor. Some of them too sick to do labor work. Some are not employed. So we give them taxis to run and earn their living. We also have started businesses, especially for one woman who is older woman. She had disabled children. She couldn't go out to work. So we have started a business at her house. And we have given away 40 sewing machines this year, thanks to the donors and friends. I talked about the women, the girls, and I think Momina also touched on it. We have vocational center in our school, Sonia Shah Vocational Center, and over 350 women have graduated from that school. And I didn't realize it until recently when I talked to one, how much we have changed for them. These are the adult women who didn't get married, who didn't go to school. These women have no value in that society. They are burden on their family. By enabling them to stand on their feet, they can look after themselves. And there are stories after stories that have come where they have been empowered. And they have refused to marry somebody they didn't want to. Otherwise, they couldn't have done that. Momina mentioned that today we are auctioning the clothes made by these women. 4 women, their names, Ulfat, Sadia, Zikra, and Sana. Those 4 women have made the clothes that you can see at the back. And I'm going to show you just a quick video of our vocational center. And one of them, Ulfat, who has made most of these clothes, she's going to talk so you can really understand their lives and their condition. Introduction to the next video, because that's the important one. Late last year, we decided that we need a new building next to the existing school, because our existing school is very small, and it has only 8 grades. We want to make it 10. In that country, in that part of the world, 10th grade is a big deal, and you have to have certain number of rooms, you have to have certain curriculum. So we started this new building. A very generous donor donated the land, and we started building. This new school will be brand new with playground. There's no playground in that village. Children just play on the street. So this will be the first school with a playground for the kids. It will have a basement, a kitchen, teachers' rooms, and we're also building a medical center for women, because in that village, if a woman is pregnant and she gets sick, there's 50% chance she'll die. Because if she goes to the city, it's too far, and some of them cannot afford it. And there's no center or medical center or hospital in the village. So the medical center we are now building is going to be focusing on women in their pregnancies and deliveries. So I want to show you because we are looking for help to finish the building by the end of this year. The objective is to build future leaders. We pick them, people, girls, young girls and boys who are committed to making a difference, and then we are committed to their success because only successful people can help others. So I'm not going to take away the thunder of our Vice President of Young Ambassador. She's going to come and she's going to share with you a success story from the Young Ambassador program. Julissa.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. As Abraham mentioned, I am the Vice President of the Sonia Shah Young Ambassador Program. And it's an honor to actually introduce the Young Ambassador Program to you all. It's a mission that is served with passion, and it's a passion with purpose. And honestly, it's something so rooted deeply into my heart. Without them, I would not have been where I am today. I've always said that because of this program, I am where I am academically, especially with Momina being such an amazing leader and leading everyone in this program. Without her mentorship, no one would be where we are today, and her guidance is what drives us, honestly. Thank you, Mo. But aside from that, I also want to introduce someone who couldn't be with us here today. Her name is Sanvi Makani. She is someone who started the program a couple years ago. And through her drive and her dedication, she used the transformative power of the Young Ambassador Program, and through her impact, she became a testament of the transformative power of getting into Harvard University. Through her dedication and the community support, she was able to fulfill such a remarkable achievement. And I would like to say some quotes from Sanvi. This is a picture of Sanvi when she was a little girl, and it says, "In the spring, I received offers of admission from Harvard University of Pennsylvania, Dartmouth, Georgetown University, Rice University, Northwestern University, Duke University, and a few other schools. I have decided to attend Harvard University, where I will be studying government and economics. I couldn't have gotten through it without the support and influence of the Sonia Shah organization. Anytime I was asked to describe the extracurricular activity that meant the most to me, I talked about SSO. I've learned to incorporate cultural and contextual differences in my feminism, cementing my role in a community that's resilient. I'm grateful for everything that SSO, and especially Aram, Momina, and Jalissa have done for me." And then we have a video with a few of her words that she wants to spread the message with you guys all tonight. Okay, and now I'll pass the mic to Afsal.
All right, thanks, Julissa. How's everyone feeling? Everyone inspired? Is this organization powerful or what? Does it make a difference? Do we understand? Are we able to align with this? How are you? Wonderful. So, let me ask you guys, how many of you feel good when you give? Raise your hands. Are we here to feel good today? I want to make sure everyone feels good, okay? So, let me tell you all a little story. And Imran, I'm going to need your help. So there was this king. He had all the wealth in the world. He had everything that he wanted. He was a king. As he was getting older, he realized he doesn't have a lot of time left. And so he's circulated amongst his folks that, I don't have a lot of time, and I'm the king, I have all this wealth, and I want to know who is going to tell me, and I do not know how to take this wealth with me when I die. So who is going to tell me a way to take this wealth that I have, all this accumulation, all this gold, all this property, whatever I have, I want to take it with me when I die. And whoever tells me and advises me how I could do that, I will reward him a big amount. I mean, of course, it's a king, so he'll give them a big amount. So after searching, there was one guy off the street, a really wise guy. He said, I know a way that you can take all your wealth with you. So they brought him to the king and sat him down, and so the guy said, okay, Your Majesty, if you go to another country, what do you need in that country when you go to that country? So king say, okay, to go to another country, they have a different currency. So if I have to live in another country, I will need to have that currency to live in that country.
How's everyone doing tonight? Are we doing fine? All right, well, again, thank you so much all for coming. We've been doing this for quite some few years right now, right?
Yep.
And I think everyone is ready to start. Our young investors are all around the room. You're going to be able to see them. They're all wearing beautiful colors of white and also a red rose, so you can look around. So I will ask all the young ambassadors to approach the tables. Round of the applause for them. So as you can see, every single table will be associated with our beautiful young ambassadors. Every question that may arise, you're more than welcome to ask them. As you can also see on the tables right in front of you, in front of every single person, you will be able to find a little flyer that has a very important details that we're going to touch on today when it comes to the action.
Yep. So just to finish the piece that I was completing, so you need another currency to go to the other, to take with you when you go to another country, right? So he said it's the same thing. In this world, the more you give is what you're going to take with you. And that's the message I wanted to convey to all of you. So here's a very easy way to do this. On all the tables we have these little candles. We would like everyone to participate. Whoever would like to donate, please pick up a candle, raise your hand, and someone of our volunteers will come and help you make a donation. Let's make this happen, guys. This is a great cause. This is a cause that is impacting the lives in a very, very forceful, positive way for the most underprivileged of girls. So who's going to start off first? Just raise your hands. You can take the candle, raise it up. And let's talk about the auction for a minute, Ananya.
Okay, so if you can pick it up, the little flyer in front of you. We have the first auction. So it's a 1-week stay in a renovated luxury apartment with 2 bedrooms and 2 baths with a gorgeous view on the historic streets in downtown in Lisbon, Portugal. It couldn't get better than that. So let's see who is a traveler at heart. If you love to travel, I think that's going to be an amazing opportunity. You can take your family, your friends, and you can enjoy a beautiful time, while in heart you will know that you are helping us and Sonia Shah organization. So the market value is $2,500, but we're going to start at $1,600. Isn't it amazing? I think it's a steal. So let's start with the $1,600. Oh, we have one right here. Okay, we have 1,600. Let's see if we're going to be able to get more. We have 1,600. Let's see. It's Portugal. It cannot get better than Portugal. It's always warm. It's beautiful, right?
And it's a 7-day.
It's 7 days, which is a lot. It's absolutely a lot. And it's 2 bedrooms and 2 baths with absolutely gorgeous views. So if you're looking for an extra excuse to go and travel, I think that's the sign. So we have the 1,600
next week, and just looking at the hotel prices, they're almost $300-400 a night.
Well, that's true, absolutely. And Portugal, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very historical. I think every single person will be just highly satisfied with it. So we have 1,600 right there. Let's see. And if someone would like to proceed just as a silent auctioneer, it's absolutely doable as well. So that's why we have our young ambassadors right next to your table. You're more than welcome to approach them if you feel that that's more comfortable for you. Right, so 1,600 go at once. Okay, oh, 1,700. Oh, there you go. I knew it. All right, so we have 700. 700, let's, 17, I'm sorry. 1,700.
16 you went to 17.
Yeah, 17. We can share.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 1,700 going once. Oh, 1,800. Thank you. All right, well, that's getting more exciting with each second. Okay, 19. There you go. We have 2,000 right here. Going once. Oh, you're all sectioning. Okay, we have 20,000 going once. Oh, 2,000, I'm sorry. I'm getting lost for a second. We have 2,000 right here going once. 21? 2,100. All right. Are you all auctioning? Okay, I think you need to be 18 to do this, but we can ask your mom. Okay, 2,100 going once. 22. 25! Okay, I promise it was not me.
We just wanted to wake you guys up, sorry.
Okay, so we have 2,500.
Wonderful.
2,500 going once.
2,500 going one.
Going twice.
Going twice.
And
it is 2,500. Thank you.
2,500. Thank you so much, Dr. Shah. Everyone, round of the applause. Do you want to do the second one? Do you want me to keep going?
Let's see. Before we go on to the next auction item, guys, it's a silent auction. So while we're having dinner, if y'all want, it's all out there. We're just going to briefly go over this. But let's get back to our fundraising donations. Anybody would like to donate, we would appreciate every table, every person in this room to align with this cause, to feel what, the impact that your donation, no matter what amount it is having on underprivileged girls. It's making a difference in the lives of people. And we'd really like for everyone to participate. So please, can we have someone who can raise their hand for an amount? Any amount? $500, wonderful. Somebody here? Please take that.
No, we have a gentleman right there. There you go. Every table has a young ambassador, so they will be able to help out.
If someone doesn't want to announce, just raise your hand. We'll take the donation anonymously. We have young ambassadors at every table, so.
Yes, and we also want to mention that every table has envelope as well. So if someone doesn't want to raise a hand, but they feel more comfortable with just proceeding with the envelope, we also will be extremely thankful. And if any questions arises, the young ambassador are right there.
And then raise your hand. We have these candles. That'll make it easier for us, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, so let's get going. Let's get to the other one.
Can we get the ambassador here for this young lady? Thank you.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Let's do this. All right. So the next one is the Gulfstream jet set for 8 people. That gives you 1,500 nautical hours from Chicago to Fort Lauderdale, which is all the way to Florida. That's amazing.
Wow.
That's a beautiful trip for 8 people. You can also see this in front of you on the flyer. Every single person has one. Market value, it's 30,000.
Yes.
So now we have the thousands that I wanted to have. 30,000. So we are starting the auction on 20,000. 20,000 going once. Let's see who's going to be participating with us. So again, it's
This is
a
a
beautiful
private
trip.
jet. private jet that'll take 8 people from Chicago to Fort Lauderdale
For 8 people.
for 8
exactly.
people.
Yes.
It's a $30,000 value. The auction, we're starting out
$20,000.
at $20,000. It's a great value. I think you will enjoy it. You will relish it. You will have this as a lifetime memory. Anybody? 20,000?
We can always get back to it as well. I know we have multiple other items that they will be auctioning tonight. But if you feel like you have extra questions, again, the young ambassadors are right next to you. They will be able to answer any single question. All right, so keep this in mind, please. The jet set for 8 people going from Chicago to Fort Lauderdale,
Look at the jet out
Florida.
there. That's the jet.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
the Gulfstream jet that will be yours to take you and 8 of your companions to Florida.
That's correct. Fort Lauderdale. And it's always warm there, so that's also a plus. All right, so keep this in mind. We can circle back to it, absolutely. And anytime, at any point, if you feel like this is what you would like to do tonight, just let us know.
Okay, let's continue with the fundraising donations, guys. We want to wrap this up quickly because I know we are between fundraising and dinner is almost ready. So if we could hurry up and get whoever needs to donate, we'd appreciate it. Every dollar counts. We're making a big difference. This is a very grassroots, powerful organization with a mission of making a difference in the lives of underprivileged girls. You have already seen the videos. You have already seen what is going on actually on the ground in this remote area of the world. So please, open up your hearts, open up your wallets, open up your credit cards, whatever
Anything.
works for you.
All right, so any car lovers around us, raise your hand if you love a good car ride. I'm pretty sure everybody does. So how about ride for 2 hours in Lamborghini SVJ, which is only 1 in 250 in the world. Can you believe it? So it's only 250 of them in the world currently, and you can have a ride for 2 hours in this beautiful vehicle. So if you love a little bit of an adrenaline in your life, if you would like to take your date, your wife, your husband to it, it's a ride for 2 people. The market value, it's $6,000, but the starting auction today, it's $4,000. Let's see. This is a work of art.
This is one of 250 Lamborghinis that have been made.
Absolutely. This model in particular on this planet.
So it's really a memorable experience. And understand, it's not about $4,000 or $6,000. The value you get, the feeling that you will get when you donate this amount, the amount of return that you will get in terms of the girls that will be benefiting from this, okay, that is actually the real value. Riding in a Lamborghini for 2 hours in one of a kind, 250 of these on the planet, of course, in itself is a big wow, once in a lifetime experience. But come on, guys. How many would want to take this? 4,000 going one? Anybody? Yes? No? Thinking about it? Make an offer.
All right, we can always circle back to it as well. I just want to
Again.
say one more thing, that I just want to highlight those young ambassadors, because I've been working with them for a few years right now, and they're around the room, and they have high hopes as well, because they know them and the tremendous amount of work that we are doing. And even the construction that is going on right now in Kangra, Pakistan, it's extremely time consuming.
Yes.
It requires a lot of funds as well. And the construction, actually, it's progressing significantly. We are receiving almost on a weekly basis information from people in Kangra, they're sending us pictures, they're sending us videos, they're showcasing how entire village is 100% intertwined with this project, making sure that they can progress significantly every single time. So if anybody feels like this is something that, hi Angela, how are you doing today? Angela is one of the scholarship recipients. I just want to highlight you for a second. And she's also doing phenomenal, and you are a registered nurse right now, correct?
That's correct.
All right, so what would you say was the biggest motivation in working with Sonia Shah organization?
Sonia Shah organization made me the person who I am today, and I'm very grateful. I'm able to work. I was able to study through Sonia Shah organization. So yeah, it's a miracle.
Thank you so much. So it's not only in Kangra. Thank you. Round of the applause for Angela, please, everyone, because that's very inspiring. Thank you so much. So it's not only in Kangra, but it's also in the United States. And stories like Angela's, we have more and more. And the reason why we are able to have those stories and hear the words of something that a participation in Sonia Shah organization is a miracle, it's only possible if we have you and you have us. So it's a teamwork. Isn't it a teamwork? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely. This organization cannot run without the support of you guys.
Absolutely. All right.
We've been running this organization with the big support, with the help of all our community, with all our friends who are coming to our organization events. And we really, truly appreciate it. And thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
I also want to say one more thing. Just in case if you miss one of the action items and you feel that you would like to circle back to it, you don't have to approach us and do this publicly. You are more than welcome to proceed to the table that is placed right there, right along the windows. And every single item that we are talking about this right now, it's also placed over there as well. So it doesn't have to be here publicly. It could be right there.
It's a silent auction. If you guys feel, you can look at those items, you can see the details of it, and if you feel interested, please put in a bid, and we'd be more than happy to be in touch.
All right, so how about we go to another one? Sure. So do you like going on a yacht?
Yes.
All right, so how would you feel on going on the yacht with 2 beds and 2 bathrooms? And we have 2 different options. So the option number 1, it's for 5 hours during the day. The market value, it's $8,000, but we're starting the action at $5,000. So again, it's a beautiful yacht. Yep, there you go. There it is. It's a beautiful yacht, and it's with 2 beds and 2 bathrooms, and it's absolutely dreamy. And if you want to surprise your significant other, you can pick it for the birthday party, anniversary party. That would be amazing. Right? So birthdays, anniversaries, we all have those coming up. So just imagine hosting them in this beautiful yacht. And again, it's 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, so plenty of people can be there. So we are starting again, so 5 hours during the day, market value $8,000. Action starts at $5,000. Let me see those hands. Is anyone
That's a great
interested?
value, guys.
Yes.
That's a super value.
It's
Anyone
a phenomenal
interested in a
value
yacht
too.
for 5 hours, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms? I mean, you couldn't get anything better than that.
It's a yacht.
And it's a yacht.
You can never go wrong with that. So it starts at $5,000.
5-star luxury.
Correct. And again, it's 5 hours during the day. There is another option. There's 5 hours during the night.
Oh, 5 hours during the night too. Wow, very romantic.
And it's the same thing, which is the market value of $8,000, and the starting action price, it's $5,000. You know what also could be amazing for the yacht party? Like a team building experience. So I'm pretty sure we have a lot of amazing business owners and entrepreneurs here. So maybe you can host a beautiful team building experience for your closest colleagues on the yacht during the day or during the night. It's up to you. So again, we are starting $5,000. If you don't feel like doing this right now, you're more than welcome to approach the table and proceed silently.
All right, anybody? 1, 2, 3? No, let's move on.
Okay. So the next one, we have ARK, attorney's fees for legal real estate closing up to $1 million. Market value, it's $2,000, and the starting auction price, it's $500. So if you're planning on buying a real estate, reselling, flipping a property, or doing any, maybe even commercial real estate, any type of real estate, the attorney's fees for legal real estate closing, they will be covered for you. We're starting at $500. And the market value, it's $2,000.
Now, guys, understand all these auction items have been generously donated by our
That's correct.
Sonia Shah supporters. The benefits is not going to anybody other than Sonia Shah. So understand, yes, we're fundraising, but this is something that you're getting as a value in return for your donation. Someone has donated this, their expertise, their valuable items, their luxury items for your benefit, which will also benefit the Sonia Shah. So it's kind of you benefit, Sonia Shah benefits also, and the person who has donated benefits also because he feels a great sense of satisfaction and happiness by doing so.
And I truly believe, and all the young ambassadors, we always talk about it, that it's an energy. You have to, if we are receiving so much beautiful things from the universe, we have to just give it back. It's an energy that needs to be in a circle motion. It needs to be constantly up there.
Absolutely. And again, remember, nothing that we have on this earth that belongs to us is going with us when we are no more here. Do whatever good you can do. You'll feel good about it. You'll make a difference in the lives of others. That, I think, is priceless.
All right. So as I mentioned before, you're more than welcome to go to the table and proceed with that silently, as you wish. Another one is Atlas Title and Escrow, and it's a real estate closing service as well. Market value starts at $5,000 and starting auction at $500. So it's the real estate closing services for Atlas Title and Escrow. And it starts at $500.
All right, we're going to continue with our fundraising. Anybody else who needs to donate, we'd appreciate it. Every table, if you all could donate something, get together, we'd appreciate it. Raise your hands, raise your candles out there. Our great volunteers, our great ambassadors would be more than happy to come and help make it and facilitate the transaction. Anybody else? So moving on to the auctions, guys.
All right, so next one, we actually have something for the beauty lovers. So it's 2 cool sculpting treatments at New Image Spa in Elgin. The market value is $2,500 and the starting action price is $1,000. That's a beautiful price because those treatments, they never go lower in the price in particular. So again, it's a cool sculpting treatment for your entire body at New Image Spa in Elgin. Market value, $2,500, and starting action price, $1,000. Do we have any beauty lovers here? And I just want to mention that if you do proceed with it, you're more than welcome to use this as a gift certificate for your significant other or for your friend. It's up to you. So starting price, it's $1,000. Do we have any people interested in it? It's a cool sculpting treatment, which is very innovative, very safe, FDA-approved treatment for your entire body.
Come on, ladies. This is all for you. It's not for any of us guys.
Well, technically it is as well.
It is?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow, okay.
yes, absolutely. Cool sculpting treatment, it's for male and female. So it's
Guys,
up to your preference, I would say.
Everyone is pretty out here and everyone is handsome out here. But who wants to do a full sculpting, body sculpting
You
for
know how
$1,000? That's a steal.
Absolutely, absolutely. As I mentioned before, those treatments are never sold for anything less than $2,000. So this one, it's $1,000 starting price.
All right, 1, 2, 3, anybody? All right.
Moving on.
If you have a change of heart, please at the back, the auction tables are there. Please fill in the information. I have a piece of good news for you guys. We have a donor who has offered to double any donation that is over $5,000.
Wow. Everyone, round of the applause. That's amazing.
Let's give him a big applause. Can we get someone to donate $5,000 today so we can get another donor to double that for us? Please. Look within yourselves. Look at what the impact would be. Look at what a difference you can make in the lives of the underprivileged girls. And just look at how much difference this will make in the lives of people who are underprivileged, who don't have anything. You've seen the videos, you've seen what the Sonia Shah organization is doing. You see what work we are doing at the grassroots level. Every piece, every donation, every amount matters. You all matter. Again, you all are special. You all have come in here through invitation. You all know folks who have been involved with the Sonia Shah. Many of you all are known to me also. And I appreciate you all coming. But let's make a difference here, guys. We have someone who's going to double any amount above $5,000. So even if you have to donate $25,000, he will double it. Anybody, please. All right, I'm going to donate $5,000. All right?
Bravo.
Can I get someone to match that with me? Come on, guys. We have over 100 people out here. Can we get another person to match or to even donate $5,000 so we can double that? Anybody on this table? On this table? That table?
Okay, so think about it. Think about it for a little
Please,
bit, and let's keep
contemplate.
going to the next one.
Make a difference.
So we have a lot of amazing things, and I want to make sure we cover them as well. So another very generous offer from one of our donation people. We have 2 pair of designer sunglasses from Big City Optical, Tom Ford for men, and Gucci for women. And market value is $1,200, and starting action $800. Who would like to get some new beautiful sunglasses? Tom Ford for men and Gucci for women. Starting price, $800. And the market value is $1,200. Anybody? You can make this as a gift. Thanksgiving is coming up. Holidays, lots of gatherings. And as I mentioned before, and I see that people are gathering around the table in the back, if you would like to proceed with that silently, you're more than welcome to do this. All right, and we have one more thing left on our flyer here. It's girls, actually, I'm sorry, 2, technically 2. So we have women's Pakistani traditional suits, handmade by women in the Sonia Shah Vocational Center in Kangra, Pakistan. And let's see, because we do have a very special video, so you will be able to either purchase those beautiful suits, or we also have handmade handbags. Everyone, round of the applause for our gorgeous models. As you can see, our young ambassadors, Iram and Naz, they all participated. You all looked absolutely beautiful.
All right, guys. These clothings are in the back if anyone's interested. The market value is, of course, priceless.
Absolutely.
These are handmade.
But we are starting in 150 each,
We're
which is
starting at-
absolutely amazing.
So anybody would like to get those, please, our volunteers, our ambassadors are around.
You're
And,
more than welcome to actually go and check it out. Oh, we have the
Yes,
hand right
you
there.
can see them.
All right.
There are different styles.
Very nice.
over
So
there
you
in the
can
back.
either get a suit or you can get the handbag. And as Iram mentioned before, and as I mentioned a few seconds ago as well, every single thing is 100% handmade by women from the vocational center. Iram also mentioned the fact that those women probably would never had an opportunity to learn and to progress the way how they did in the vocational center. So it's not even about the donation itself, it's about the fact that we are supporting the dream. We are supporting the opportunities that the vocational center is providing to those women. And just having those type of pieces, they have a very powerful energy intertwined with each piece.
All right, guys, I think dinner is ready, and we'll go for dinner in a little bit. After dinner, we have entertainment. We will have a comedian. We'll have some music. And, of course, you are free to donate whenever you feel like. We are always around, and we would really appreciate any and all donations and any and all help that you all can provide to this organization. With that, I think we are ready for dinner. If you'll want to walk your way through to the room in the back, in that corner back there, and help yourselves. Thank you again. I appreciate everyone for your attention.
Thank you so much.
For your donations, for your support.
We
Thank
want to
you.
say again, thank you from the bottom of our heart on behalf of entire Sonia Shah organization for each person that participated.
That before we get the show started, has anyone been to a comedy show before? Yes? Awesome. You have been? That's great. So who has not been to a comedy show before? Okay, how many of you all are listening to me? How many of you are happy that I'm here? Okay, awesome. Thank you. I love this side of the group. Okay, we'll get that table on board as well, okay? Cool. So if you haven't been to a comedy show before, don't worry. You're going to have a lot of fun. These are just jokes. You find it funny, you laugh. If you don't find it funny, you work on your sense of humor, okay? That's my joke number one, okay? Thank you. So good to be here. I'm very excited. If you haven't figured by now, I'm not from here, but I am from India. But I've been living in Chicago for a very, very long time. Yeah. Who's from Chicago? Clap. Awesome. Yeah, I love being in Chicago. Chicago is amazing, right? But the only problem is, in Chicago, my mom is so worried that I live in Chicago. Yeah. Anytime something goes wrong, I will get a call. Yeah. The other day she called me, she was like, Vikram, I was just watching the news. There was a shooting in Chicago. I hope you didn't do it. He's like, Mom, why would you think I did it? No, she was like, the guy in the news said, this mentally disturbed person went, bought a gun, and then shot 7 kids. And I know how much you don't like kids. It's like, Mom, I'm not mentally disturbed. What's wrong with you? Typical brown mom. Typical brown mom. All the mothers here clap. Yeah. By the way, if you find a joke funny, laugh out really loud. Because I want the people there to also come and enjoy these jokes, okay? Can you all do that? Cool, I love this table and this table. And this table as well. Yeah. Mom is a typical brown mom, though. Typical brown mom. Has this happened to any of you here? The minute I hit 30, the minute I hit 30, she was like, Vikram, you're 30 now. I'm going to help you find a nice girl, and you need to get married to her. Anytime I saw her, this is all she used to say. Vikram, you're 30 now. I'm going to help you find a nice girl, and you need to get married to her. And I was like, Ma, can you stop saying this all the time in front of my wife? Thank you. That was a joke. Ex-wife now. She was not a fan. But that's the one thing I've noticed after moving to the US, right? whenever you ask people here, like why they got married, it's very different, right? You know, you get answers which are very, very different. Yeah. Because, especially white people, you ask them why they got married, you'll get beautiful answers when you ask white people. They're like, because we were in love, We complete each other, right? We cease to exist without each other. Beautiful answers. And that's why you should get married, right? But you ask brown people why they got married, you'll get answers which are slightly different. I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, why did you get married to Dad? And she was like, Vikram, in life, people need to make sacrifices. In life, people need to make compromises. So I went to my dad and I was like, Pa, why did you get married to Mom? And he was like, Vikram, in life, people make mistakes. But I've been reading a lot of books on how to be the greatest dad ever. Yeah. After reading all those books, I called my dad. And I was like, Pa, did you know you're supposed to say things like, you're proud of me, you love me, hug me once in a while? And there was an awkward silence for like 5 seconds. And he was like, who is this? Cool, now I see everyone quiet and listening to me. I like this. Yeah, my dad is a very interesting person. How many of you all had like really pissed off dads? Tell me. Yeah, my dad was always pissed off. The only time I remember my dad being happy is when we had a dog. He loved that dog. Whenever the dog was around, he was so happy. But unfortunately, one day someone left the door open, the dog ran away. And my dad, he was so hopeful. For the next 1 week, he refused to close the door. He was like, if the dog can just leave like that, so can these kids. And that's why I'm here. Hey, that's been my time. Are you guys ready for your next comedian? Yeah? Hey, so how comedy works is whatever energy you give us, that's the energy you will get back. The next comedian is super funny. Very good friend of mine, performs all over the US. He has a dry bar special out that's been doing really well. Give all the energy you have for Vic Pandya.
Hey, keep it going for Vikram Balaji, everybody. Let him hear it. Oh, man, we're doing it. Thank you guys so much. It's an honor to be here. I am from Chicago, like Vikram said. I'm from the South Side. Any Southsiders in here? Yeah. Deep South. Deep South. I am from Naperville. That is where I'm at. There it is. I know a lot of Indian people here. I know where you're from, okay? We all are carpooling together after this. I need a ride. Thank you guys so much. This is near and dear to my heart, the Sonia Shah Foundation, because my last live stand-up show, I actually did stand-up at a middle school. So I feel like I can relate, because that's how my career is going. But it was a good show. The show was good. It just made me feel old. I felt like I couldn't relate to the kids. I felt like a dare instructor when we were in school. Because I'm telling these kids, look, stand-up is cool and drugs aren't. But in my mind, I was like, both these are a lie. This is not accurate. This is not. But it did bring me back to my middle school days. I remember all the classes we had to take. Like we had to swim for gym class. You guys remember that, right? And me and a bunch of Indian kids did not want to swim. So we forged a letter from a local mosque stating that we weren't allowed to swim due to religious beliefs. We even included a phone number in the letter that the school could call to verify with the mosque. And we had kids cover the phone and take shifts. We were so Indian, we started a call center. That is high level, okay? Obviously, nobody called. And the best part about this story is I'm not even Muslim, I'm Hindu, but nobody checked. They're like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Same thing. Doesn't matter. I am excited to be here. You guys were showing some great auction items. I was looking at all the houses. It reminded me, because I'm not on the dating apps, but I am on Zillow. That's sort of the same thing, Zillow is the real estate app, if you're not familiar. I use it to relate to my friends around the dating apps, because they'll be complaining, this guy looked nothing like his photos. I'm like, girl, you are telling me. I saw this 2-bedroom the other day. I showed up, it's a 1-bedroom plus den. Not the same thing, catfish right there. Zillow is my favorite app, because when I go to someone's house that's better than mine, I always pull it up to look for flaws. I'm like, wow, the school system neighborhood is not great. Those kids are about to be real dumb. That is. One of my good friends is gay. He's on Grindr, which is the gay dating app. Someone today sent me a screenshot of his Grindr profile. Turns out the main picture he's been using on there is a photo of him and me. And I'm very flattered, but shouldn't I get a kickback from this or something? I didn't feel entitled to some compensation. But like I mentioned, I just bought a place in Printers Row, a lovely place. I'm very excited to be there. I had to sell a bunch of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if you ever use that. Yeah, it's very shady. It's not a great platform. And I'm paranoid. I think, like, I'm selling a TV, too big of an item to meet in a public place. I think the guy's going to rob me, right? So I'm like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dress really intimidating when the guy comes here to my house. But I went way too far. I wore like a beanie, a sleeveless shirt. I had to go shopping for the outfit. I don't own these items. The guy knocks on the door. I open it like it's a safe house. So I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, I'm here about the TV. I was like, I don't know anything about no TV. See, at this point, I was so in character, I forgot about the transaction. But he called my bluff. He's like, is this your first time? And like most men, I got defensive. I was like, no, I do this all the time. You're a third guy I've had today. A lot of interest. He goes, sounds like the TV's not the only thing you're selling. And for some reason, I said, everything has a price. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why. You ever flirt with the man accidentally? It was confusing. I was so embarrassed. I gave him the TV and my phone number. We're texting now. I don't know how to stop. I tried to end it today. I was like, hey, man, I'm not interested. He goes, look, it's okay. I've seen you on Grindr. I was like, God damn it. Can't get out of this. Terrible. Terrible. I am in my, I had a birthday last week. I turned 32. Woke up on my 32nd birthday. Couldn't turn right. My neck was stiff. That's how you know you're getting old, when you get hurt resting. There's no cool way to tell people that, too. I was talking to my friends. I'm like, guys, I can't make it out. I hurt my neck. They're like, wow, you must have been lifting weights super hard. I was like, no, but I was napping aggressively. You ever do that? I take crazy naps. It was so embarrassing. I had to call in sick, but I don't have a job, so I just called my mom. It's like, Mom, could you come get me? I hurt my neck. And she's like, get you from where? The basement? I'm like, that's mean. That's hurtful. I have the place now. I bought it, you know? It's tough. But it's fun being this age because you get excited about different stuff. Like now, I get really excited logging into MyChart. Anyone know what that is? Yeah, MyChart is a medical information portal, okay? I used to get excited in my 20s to drink. Now I'm like, man, I can't wait to see my hemoglobin levels, you know? It's going to be great. I can't wait to check it out. I'm at the age now where eating a Nature Valley bar without water could end my life. Does that make sense? Those are crazy. You can't do that. Those should come with a warning label. Like, hey, if you're over 30, don't do this alone. You know, this could take you down. It is tough. It is tough. But I'm also in my 30s, which means I have a bidet. Thank you so much. Yep. In my 40s, I'll get a kid. In my 50s, I'll get a divorce. Every decade has a theme, you know? But I'm new to bidet culture. I don't understand the etiquette around it. Like if I go to your house and you have a bidet, I don't use it. I feel like it's too personal. But for some reason, everybody feels comfortable using my bidet. I mentioned I just moved, right? So I was having my internet installed in my new place. This guy was over from Google Fiber. And he goes, hey, can I use your bathroom? I'm like, I guess that's why they call it Google Fiber. He didn't laugh either. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's a dad joke. He got it. He liked it. But he uses it. A moment later, hear the water running. He comes out the bathroom. He goes, great bidet. I was shocked. Because this guy's from Google, not Comcast. Okay, this is a respectable company. Yeah, I was so upset. I was pissed off. Can't do anything about it. I took the bidet remote out the bathroom. Now no one can use it unless you come over, I deem you worthy. If I deem you unworthy, I give you a nice little surprise. You know, that's how it works. That's how it works. You got to be petty at this age. I used to guys, a lot of professionals here. I used to work in finance before deciding I don't like money. And I still have a lot of successful friends in that industry. I can't relate to them anymore when they talk about buying stuff. One of my friends will be like, I just bought a BMW. Another one's like, I just bought a jet ski. Then they'll turn to me like, what about you, Vic? What's something you bought recently? I'm like, who, me? I just picked up a refurbished Dyson vacuum, so I'm doing great too. Yeah, it's a V8, a lot of power, you know. It goes both ways. There's always someone doing worse than you. No matter how bad your life is, it's nice to be able to say, well, at least I didn't storm the Capitol, you know. I know for a fact I'm doing better than all those people. We always talk about having people to look up to, but having people to look down on is equally, if not more, inspiring. Like for me, as soon as I got a car, I started looking down at people who take the train. I was like, the train? What is this, the Industrial Revolution? So embarrassing for you. I'm one of those people, as soon as I move up a tax bracket, I act like I've been there the whole time. Meanwhile, 2 weeks ago, my credit limit was also $500. You know, that's very embarrassing. But now it's different. Now my credit limit, $50,000. doing better. Doesn't mean cover 50,000, but it ends the conversation. Because I brag a lot. I was bragging to my friends about my Dyson, and they're like, how much money you got in the bank? I was like, look, my credit limit is $50,000. How much money do you think you got in the bank? They're like, you must be doing really well. Not at all. My bank balance is negative $50,000, all right? But that's between me, God, and Boost Mobile, so mind your business, okay? Mind your business. I love being Indian because we have a lot of positive stereotypes. You know, we're always praised for being intellectual or smart. That's why there's nothing more embarrassing as an Indian than having to call tech support. I said that at a show recently. This guy was like, why not? Isn't that your guys' safe space? Like, don't help me with the bits, sir. Okay, I got this. But I had to call Comcast because I'm having some issues with my streaming, which is a redundant sentence, right? No one's calling Comcast to tell them they're doing a great job. But I thought it'd be clever if I changed my name to mask the fact I was Indian, not realizing they have all your customer information from your phone number. So as it's ringing, I'm just praying a white person picks up. I'm like, please, God, don't let it be one of us. But of course, it always is. So what are you hearing they pick up? Thank you for calling Comcast. This is Brian. Who am I speaking with? And I panicked because Brian was a fake name I had chosen. And I was like, oh, my name is Brian too. And without missing a beat, the guy goes, yeah, just like me. So I hung up. I'm still paying for that cable. It is tough. But speaking of data and stuff, I feel like Netflix made everyone think they need to find love. You know, I see a lot of couples in the room. That's great. Netflix really did that. They put all the dating shows, especially during the pandemic. My favorite show is Love is Blind. Have you guys seen that show? It's a great show. Yeah, the whole gimmick of the show is single people never get to see each other in person. At the end of the show, they get married. And everyone's like, oh my God, this is such an authentic way to form a connection with somebody. It's not superficial, not based off looks. And Indian people everywhere were like, wow, relationship not based off looks? What a concept. We've been doing this for 2,000 years, okay? It's called arranged marriage. White people just took it and rebranded it. Because that's what white people do. Arranged marriage sounds bad. But Love is Blind, that sounds like a Twilight movie. It sounds fun. You know, I'd watch that. I can't wait for them to remake this show in India. Will imitate American culture. They're just going to have couples date, break up, get back together, break up again and focus on their careers, see other people, reconnect, take it slow for 5 years, then get married, only to get divorced in 6 months. Coming soon to Netflix India, Love is White. It's going to be a good show. Check it out. Thank you, sir. That's the best joke I have. I appreciate you being here. This show really fell apart about halfway through, didn't it? It did. But hey, you guys have been great. Enjoy the rest of your dinner. There's going to be a DJ kicking things off right here in the corner. He's already here, primed and ready. So please enjoy the rest of the evening. The bar is still open. My name has been Vic Pondy. Have a great night. Thank you.